Hello children, in this lecture we will discuss types of organic reactions. So there are number of types of organic reactions, but in your syllabus you are having 1, 2 and 3 only. Okay students, so out of these 3 types of reactions, the most important type of reaction is substitution reaction. Most important. So first heading is substitution reactions. In such reactions, an atom or group is an organic molecule is replaced by another atom or group without any change in the remaining part of the molecule. Okay, so from a compound, an atom or group of atoms is displaced by the reagent. So as you can see in this reaction, this chlorine is displaced by OH group. So alcohol is formed and KCl is as a byproduct. Okay, so in substitution reactions, these reactions are generally given by saturated compounds. Okay, so saturated compounds generally give substitution reactions. So in substitution reactions, an atom or group of atom is displaced by another atom or group of atom of the reagent. So the product and byproduct is formed. So always one more thing you have to keep in mind, that in substitution byproduct is also formed. Okay, then next heading is types of substitution reactions. So on the basis of type of attacking reagent, the substitution reactions can be divided in 3 types: free radical substitution reactions, electrophilic substitution reactions and nucleophilic substitution reaction. So in free radical substitution reactions, the attacking reagent is free radical. In electrophilic substitution reaction, attacking reagent is an electrophile. In nucleophilic substitution reactions, attacking reagent is a nucleophile. So free radical substitution reactions. So this is an example of free radical substitution reaction, that is the chlorination of alkanes. So this is taking place in the presence of heat or light. So this substitution reaction completed in 3 different steps. 3 different steps. Mechanism is in 3 different steps. In the first step, chain initiation. So this step starts with the formation of free radicals, and you know that free radicals are formed due to homolytic cleavage of the bond. So chlorine, in the presence of sunlight or light or heat, breaks homolytically and form free radicals. Then chain propagation step. In this step, different types of byproducts are formed. So all the products are going to form in propagation step only. Propagation means to move ahead, आगे बढ़ना. So in this step, a number of products and byproducts will form. Okay, so the free radical chlorine, which is formed in chain initiation step, is going to react with methane, forming free radical methyl free radical plus this product. Okay, so in this reaction, one hydrogen atom of the methane is forming this, breaking in this way homolytically. So this odd electron with hydrogen joining to this chlorine free radical and forming HCl, whereas this CH3 remains in the form of free radical. And in this way, different byproducts and products are formed. So as you can see in chain propagation steps, reactant side always a free radical is present, and in product side always a free radical is formed. So in propagation, use of free radical and formation of free radical is taking place simultaneously. Then chain termination step. In this step, all the free radicals of the medium are used and the reaction completed. So chain termination steps, all the free radicals are present in reactant side and joining together forming neutral molecules. So in this way, free radicals will be used up and the reaction will stop. The next substitution type is electrophilic substitution. So this is the substitution in which electrophile is attacking a reagent, and this type of substitution reaction is taking place mainly in aromatic compounds. Okay students, in aromatic compounds. So as you can see here, this mechanism completed in 3 different steps. First is generation of electrophile. So when chlorine is reacted with FeCl3, this FeCl4 minus ion and chloronium ion is formed. This chloronium ion is positive charge ion, so it is a type of electrophile. So generation of electrophile in the first step. Okay, so we are discussing here chlorination of benzene ring. Chlorination of benzene ring as an example of electrophilic substitution reaction. So first the formation of chloronium ion, then this chloronium ion attacks in benzene ring. Okay, so this can attack any of the site in benzene ring, and here the pi electrons of the benzene ring will behave as the source of electrons for this incoming electrophile. Okay, so attack of electrophile and formation of the intermediate compound. In this intermediate compound, this one carbon of benzene ring is carrying positive charge. Okay, so positively charged ions in which a carbon atom is carrying positive charge in the benzene ring. Such ions are known as arenium ion. So arenium ion is formed, and this arenium ion is a resonance hybrid of these 3 different forms, and resonance hybrid of these 3 different forms. This is the hybrid form of this arenium ion. So this is comparatively stable, and in step 3 this H atom is removed as proton. So deprotonation reaction, H plus is removed from here. So when H plus will removed, so this H plus will removed and these electrons will delocalize to here. So in this way benzene ring is completed and chlorobenzene is formed. So this chlorination of benzene, or you can say formation of chlorobenzene from benzene, is an example of electrophilic substitution reaction. Okay students, is an example of electrophilic substitution reaction, and overall this conversion is taking place in this way. This is the benzene plus chlorine in the presence of anhydrous FeCl3. FeCl3 is behaving as a Lewis acid. So benzene with chlorine in the presence of anhydrous FeCl3 is forming chlorobenzene plus HCl as byproduct. Okay students, and this is the mechanism of this reaction, chlorination of benzene. In same way you can write some other electrophilic substitution reactions also, like bromination or iodination of benzene. The next is nucleophilic substitution reactions. So in these nucleophilic substitution reactions, the attacking reagent is always a nucleophile, and you all know that nucleophile is a electron rich unit. Okay, so this electron rich unit. So as you can see here is a general example of nucleophilic substitution reaction. So this is the substrate, this is the attacking nucleophile. This attacking nucleophile is attacking here, and that is why this part of the substrate molecule is removing in the form of nucleophile. Okay, so nucleophilic substitution reactions, attacking reagent is a nucleophile, and also the reagent or the byproduct which is formed here is a nucleophile. So these are the most important type of substitution reactions. So types of nucleophilic substitution reactions, two types, SN1 and SN2. So first is SN1 reaction. What is the full meaning of this SN1 reaction? Nucleophilic substitution unimolecular or first order. And for the SN2, bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction or nucleophilic substitution reaction bimolecular or second order reaction. Okay, students, so this SN1 reaction completes in two steps. Order of the reaction is 1, but it completes in 2 steps. So in the first step, formation of carbonium ion after the removal of nucleophile from the substrate. So as you can see here, this is comparatively more electronegative part of the substrate. So this substrate will removed in this way. Okay, so X minus will form, and this central carbon atom will carry this positive charge. So it is the tert-butyl carbocation or carbonium ion. Okay, students, the next step is attack of nucleophile. First step, formation of carbonium ion, and second step, attack of nucleophile. So this nucleophile will attack on the carbonium ion and the product will form. Okay, so in this mechanism, under this SN1 mechanism, racemic mixture is formed. The product which is formed here is in the form of racemic mixture, because this product is made up of two optical isomeric forms which are present in equal amount but are different in the point of view of rotation of monopolar light. Okay, so racemic mixture of the product will form. The next step, as you can see here, and this, after the formation of carbonium ion and when nucleophile attacks here on this site, these valencies can be turned in different ways. So two products will form. In one product, nucleophile is attached here, and remaining all three valencies are occupying this position around the central atom. And in other form, all valencies are present in this way, and the nucleophile is occupying this position. Okay, so this product will be show rotatory nature towards this side, and this will show rotatory nature towards this side. So under S1 mechanism, two different forms of the compound, two different optically active form of the compound will form in equal amounts. Okay, and that is why these different forms which are oppositively rotatory in nature will cancel the rotation effect of each other. That is why overall racemic mixture will form. Okay, these optically active form which are oppositively rotatory in nature will be known as enantiomers, and the formation of racemic mixture, the reaction will be known as racemization. It is because the tertiary carbonium ion formed is more stable. The order of reaction will be this. So tertiary halide will give this reaction most easily and primary most hardly. Then next heading is SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism. So this type of mechanism is generally followed by primary halides. For example, when ethyl bromide is reacted with KOH, then alcohol and KBr is formed. In this mechanism, this type of change, SN2 reaction completed in one step, as you can see here. So this is the primary halide nucleophile. This nucleophile attacks to this site and form a intermediate state which is known as transition state, and this state is trigonal bipyramidal. The structure of this state is trigonal bipyramidal. As you can see here, this central atom is showing pentavalency. 5 valencies are there of this central carbon atom. And the second thing, that new bond between this nucleophile and this carbon is forming, and the old bond which was present between this carbon and this nucleophile is breaking here. This dash line is showing the formation of this bond and breaking of this bond. Okay, so after the removal of this nucleophile will attach with this site, and that is why due to high electron density of this nucleophile, these all valencies will turn to the opposite side of the nucleophile. Means in this way, if nucleophile is joining here and C is this, then these all H R H, these all will shift in this form. Okay, it is written here in this way, but overall the form will change in this way. Okay, so the configuration which is present here, you will get the product with opposite configuration, and such conversion of the substrate compound in the form of product known as inversion, and the form A which is formed here is known as inverted form. So in SN2 mechanism, inverted form of the substrate compound will form under inversion. Okay students, so inversion of configuration is taking place in SN2 mechanism.